and welcome to episode 88, part 2 of Africa's premier sports video podcast, the Three Quarters Podcast. As usual, remember to jump onto the hashtag #RoadToJapan to support the Kenya Simbas as they are still looking to qualify for the Rugby World Cup in 2019 in Japan. I'm Demima Duffield.
And I'm Ngara Kamuya.
And my, what a hot day it is anyway. So, tell me what is special about Kagumo High School.
Yeah, they're located in Nyeri. But anyway, established in 1933, started as a primary school in an area called Gatito in Nyeri, where the present Kagumo Teachers College is located. Sometime, I guess, in the 70s, it moved to Kiganjo. Of course, the most famous thing about Kiganjo is the police college. So yeah, they've had a decent, because of the white influence in that area, they've had a decent rugby team over the years. I remember there's a guy, he's like 90 years, he's been involved in sports in Kenya since before independence. He came to Kenya in 1956, a man by the name John Velsian, was seconded by the colony protectorate to come and focus on the sports in this country in 1956, and he's been involved in sports ever since then. To date, he's still involved, a guy of 90 years. And we sat down, we had a conversation, and he was talking about the number of times he coached Kagumo High School, the rugby team, and the number of times he would bring them to Nairobi to play the Duke of Yorks and the Prince of Wales, of course, Lenana School and Nairobi School now. So yeah, they've had a decent rugby team. Of course, after the white settlers left and the game declined in the school, and also by them being in Central Province, they have to deal with the perennial dominant teams in Central Province. That's Mangu High School and Alliance High School. So they've never been to the nationals. They never proceed beyond provincial.
Yep.
But it's a school that has to be mentioned when you're talking about the history of rugby in Kenya, because it was very influential in the earlier years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we move on to the Kenya Sevens.
Yes.
Or rather, KRU and the Kenya Sevens. So KRU have been searching for a new Kenya Sevens head coach.
Yeah.
So, Innocent Samiu actually stated that he's not going to reapply.
Yes.
And they say they should be ready by the end of September.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got the Africa Sevens in mid-October to think about. We've also got the Safari Sevens on the 10th of November. And Innocent Samiu's contract actually ends on October the 17th. Now, Odor Gangla, secretary at the Kenya Rugby Union, says that, we've been getting applications and, all of that, and we should be done with this process soon. What do you think about that whole situation?
First, the fact that Innocent Simiyu is not interested in applying or reapplying for the job speaks a lot. Speaks a lot with what he has gone through in his time as a Kenya Sevens coach. In my opinion, and everything being equal, I think Innocent Simiyu should have remained, or should remain as the head coach. But if he's not going to reapply, then of course that means
you've got to look for someone else.
Exactly. Now, I said this when Innocent Simiyu was appointed in 2016. Save for him, I honestly don't feel that we have somebody capable of leading the Sevens team locally. I don't feel that.
I would second that.
Yes.
I was actually going to say that, to be honest, I don't see anyone else doing that.
Yes.
Like, I really don't. He's one of the few local coaches who have taken a team from, they were really broken. Where he found them, how he found them. It was a very, for lack of a better way to put it, immature team.
Yes.
And he's got them to gel. He's fused both the young and the old. He's gotten them actually playing the way we used to, see Kenya play with pride.
Yes.
You're playing for yourself, you're playing for your country.
Yes.
And then you get to a point where after 2 years, he's not going to continue.
Yeah.
And I know that Odor Gangla was saying that even in, private, whatever, businesses or whatever, even after 2 years, it's good to look around and see, the best man for the job. I'm like, yes, but if someone's doing a good job, why are you getting rid of them?
Yes.
That does not make sense to me.
If the best man is there,
exactly.
why are you going to look? It's like you have a kid and you go looking outside for other kids to love. But I honestly do not feel that there's somebody capable of getting to the heights that Innocent Simiyu has. Benjamin Ayimba is not going to come back. So if they're going to be doing that, then I think they should be sourcing for foreign coaches. The problem now is that
how are you going to pay them?
1, 2, with all the drama that is the Kenya Rugby Union, I am sure that position is no longer attractive. People are thinking to themselves, look, okay, yes, I do want to go to Kenya because of the talent, because of the physicality, because of the place, but I don't want to deal with the mess that's a Kenya Rugby anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's a catch-22 for the Kenya Rugby Union, and I don't think that they will be able to get what's the word, suitable replacement for Innocent Simiyu.
Especially one that they can afford.
Exactly, especially one that they can afford. So there we are. They say until end of September. Let's wait until end of September and see who they come up with.
I'm actually very curious to see who tops the list there.
Yeah.
Anyway, best of luck. We still love our team and our country.
Yes.
So we hope that the best man gets the job and that they won't be man or woman.
Yes.
And that they won't be frustrated once they're in office.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we move on to international rugby, where the Rugby Championship is back. So New Zealand hosted Argentina. And this just shows, I think, the scores, rather, 46-24 in favor of New Zealand, shows the depth and the talent. That, I mean, it's undoubted. It's not like we were sitting there thinking, can you just... No.
Yeah.
We know that, New Zealand are very talented and they invest in the sport, but 46-24 with a second string side,
yes,
that was something else.
Yeah, that was something else. But before I go into it, I'd like to say that Argentina gave a good account of themselves. I mean, they scored the first try. Nicolas Sanchez had a very good game, and he's slowly maturing into one of the finest number 10s in the world. I had actually, in my list, put him in the top 3 number 10s in the world. So Nicolas Sanchez is evolving into a very fine number 10. But like you have said, New Zealand just showing the depth. It's a second string squad. Richie Mo'unga was starting at number 10, and you just don't know. You're in awe with the talent that's in New Zealand, and the clinical and the way they play the game, and the fluidity and the continuity, and how stringing passes, the lean breakdown. It's just very entertaining to watch. So despite the fact that yes, Argentina gave a very good account of themselves, I mean, putting up 24 points in Nelson, New Zealand are just showing that, look, us guys, there's us, and then you guys.
We also had Australia hosting South Africa. That's at Suncorp Stadium.
Yes.
And they beat South Africa 23-18. I think this was the game to watch for everyone. There was, I think, at some point a disallowed try for South Africa. And that would have changed the game. I mean, obviously 18-23. That was just pound for pound. I think that was a pretty evenly matched game. And it was one of those where you're sitting there gritting your teeth like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Australia winning 23-18. Catley Bill at number 10, or him having his first role in him having his first outing at number 10 after very many years. It wasn't convincing, I won't lie to you. Catley Bill should either stay in the center or go to the fullback. Bring back Bernard Foley. But yeah, they were not as convincing as everyone should have expected, or everyone expected them to be. Everyone thought that with Rassie Erasmus coming in as the head coach for South Africa, we were going to see a revamped South Africa because the talent is there, but the cracks are still showing. I think it's to do with the poor tactics. They've lost to Argentina away, they've now lost to Australia away. So, and if you can't win away, then kuna shida hapo. So, not convincing from South Africa, but again, don't take anything away from Australia. They did play very well today.
But what I'd like to know, obviously, is what people think about this whole KRU Kenya Sevens coach situation. Remember, you can tell us that on social media. That is by following us on Instagram, liking our page on Facebook, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. I'm Danina Duffield.
And I'm Ngara Kamuya.
See you in part 3.